Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. OMG, what happened to me? Amazon, Cartier, together suing counterfeiters, Instagrammers. Social media is a buzz, honey. What happened? Let's find out together. First, subscribe to my channel here in the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together, for extra perks there as well. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live, yes indeed, in front of a live virtual audience, and you can partake every Saturday on my Super Dacob channel. You can partake in the live streams and in the live chats. Hi everybody. So you guys, this news is reported by the hansindia.com. Right? Right. Listen. Amazon, Cartier sue counterfeiters for selling fake luxury goods on Instagram. And they have joined a lawsuit. They filed a lawsuit, actually lawsuits, plural, against social media influencer and 8 businesses for advertising, promoting, and facilitating the sale of counterfeit luxury goods through Instagram and other websites. The lawsuits were filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Washington, alleging that the defendants colluded with each other to sell counterfeit products and engage in false advertising. By using social media to promote counterfeit products, bad actors undermine trust and mislead customers, said somebody, an associate general counsel and director of the Amazon Counterfeit Crimes Unit, CCU, allegedly. Just like everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion. Everything's alleged, not rooted in any facts or reality, you guys. Amazon, allegedly they say, will keep investing and innovating to stay ahead of counterfeiters and working with brands and law enforcement to hold bad actors accountable. I love to hold bad actors accountable. Oh no, Amber Heard. I'm so sorry, sweetie darling, but they're apparently Cartier is coming for you now because they're coming for all the bad actors. Okay, the shade has been thrown, jokes have been made, no laughter has been spilled. Now, all right. Among the 9 defendants, the lawsuits allege that a social media influencer conspired with bad actors, to attempt circumvent Amazon's anti-counterfeiting detection tools. All right, so basically, yada yada, let me tell you how it works. This is what they're alleging and how they're like kind of suing, because they say on Amazon, products have been sold or categories have been made to promote or to sell certain products that were not depicted as counterfeit products. So what does that mean? Like, let's say you have these Chanel sunglasses, which, by the way, are authentic. You can check out my unboxing on my channel. And let's say you have non-authentic Chanel sunglasses that imitate the real ones. And you want to sell them on Amazon, but you can't just put the fake Chanel sunglasses on Amazon. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to say, fan, here's a fan. You can buy this fan, the Totally Dacob fan, on Amazon. And the listing that you put on Amazon is for a fan. No brand. But it's a particular fan with a particular name. Then you have a separate entity, which is an Instagrammer that is not on Amazon. The Instagrammer functions as the key holder to the code in decoding what fan Totally Dacob means. So you go on Instagram as a customer and you know that you go on Instagram to find the key, what means. And on Instagram, the influencer on Instagram on their account says, when you see on Amazon the listing for the Totally Dacob fan, if you buy it, you will receive, instead of the fan, the Chanel sunglasses, the counterfeit Chanel sunglasses, which these are not, by the way. And that's how it was done. So they would do something like this. So, on Amazon, there would be listings for random stuff that is not Cartier. But then on Instagram, the person in cahoots with the Amazon profiles would say, if you if you buy this product, you will receive the Cartier love bracelet, the Cartier love ring. You will receive, whatever Cartier is selling, but counterfeit version of it, even though the listing doesn't say that that's what you're going to buy. So this is how people were getting away with selling counterfeits on Amazon by not stating what was really being sold. This is kind of the gist of the story, and this is why now Amazon and Cartier have joined forces. So, the criminals openly posted photos of counterfeit Cartier jewelry with a description of the infringing product on Instagram. So on Instagram, they show you exactly what you get, but on Amazon and other websites, they created product detail pages for generic products with no indication of infringement. They then provided customers on Instagram a link to the generic product on Amazon or other websites, and they told customers if they purchased the generic item, they would receive a counterfeit Cartier product instead, allegedly. So, the criminals repeatedly directed and instructed their social media followers on how to try to purchase infringing products on Amazon by directing them to links or sending direct messages from Instagram, or on how to purchase high-quality copies of luxury brands such as Cartier in the Amazon store and other online marketplaces. This is what has been alleged. Now, Amazon said that last year it invested more than $900 million and employed more than 12,000 people dedicated to protecting customers, brands, selling partners, and the store from counterfeit fraud and other forms of abuse. Doesn't help them much because these keep popping up like mushrooms. You get rid of one, another 10 pop up. I'm completely against counterfeiting and counterfeit goods, by the way. This video is just an educational moment here. We're trying to understand how things work. Tina, I don't know if the owner of Amazon actually knew, but Rachel says, imagine ordering something on Amazon, having no idea it's code for something else and receiving it, LOL. I know, right? I'm like, oh my God, you guys, I am so looking forward to my Chanel. There you go. My pumpkin bag. You know, I love my little jack-o'-lantern. I have my makeup in here. And like, you're like so happy you get your little jack-o'-lantern bag finally. And you order it, and then instead what you receive is, and you're like, hold it, that's not what I order. But it's insane. It's insane. Winnie, hey Winnie, how's it going? They have become lax the last few weeks. Alex, watch the counterfeits be better quality. Listen, but the thing is this, like, it's so interesting, all these, because I've been doing, hold it. I've been doing some research, y'alls. Okay, so when I got my Chanel heart wallet on chain in pink, and I unboxed it, I inspected it, and I was like, oh, the stitches are not really perfect. It's like, I don't know. Of course, contacted my, take a sippy, dry mouth. Contacted all my friends that got a bag. Started crazily checking online. Everybody posting on Instagram, whoever got the, just Chanel heart bag, recent posts, and then you get all the photos, right? And I started noticing something, because I'm that crazy person that's going to scavenge the internet to find every photo, because I am that, I can't use that word on YouTube. It begins with an A and ends with an LY. Retentive. And I'm like, I gotta figure this one out. And I realized, all the authentic ones actually are imperfect. The counterfeit ones are the ones with the perfect stitches. Anyway, but also what I found interesting is that the ones with the perfect stitches were usually the ones that were offered on Instagram through a link to be purchased elsewhere. Then I stumble across this little article here, and you best believe, Dacob, I'm really bad in math, but I did my 1 + 1 = 3, and I was like, oh, I see. Yeah. So interesting that there's a lot of this going on, you guys. I mean, this is a lawsuit that Cartier has filed with Amazon, but truth be told, there's a lot more happening because, as I said, I've noticed it with Chanel on Instagram, and I've also noticed it with Louis Vuitton on Instagram. Hermes, I'm not so sure, but just saying, you guys, like it's happening more than you think. And then also what I've noticed is that on Instagram, a lot of the times, people that are like posing and posting these like pictures of like being like super fancy schmancy, eating like super expensive food, and then they have the little like, the hard bag next to them. Honey, I know how to spot a fake one. And I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I see what you're doing there, Missy. Yeah, Missy. So, but anyway, back to the topic at hand, which is this lawsuit. I think it's great that they're doing this lawsuit, but unfortunately, they're what are they going to do? Okay, so they're going to sue these couple of people, and they're gonna get one Instagram account down, and maybe eight. Like I think they it was alleged that eight Amazon accounts were also being sued. Okay, so you get eight accounts down, plus one on Instagram, and the second you get them down, you're gonna have another 20 popping up. So I think this is a kind of like a losing game long term for these brands, especially if these brands are based in Europe or in America, because obviously the entire world wants luxury goods that are mostly made in Europe and in America. But most of the counterfeiters are in Asia, probably China. So, different laws, different system, much more wild, wild west. Well, wild, wild east in this case. So it's kind of like you can't win. I don't know really why luxury brands from Europe and America even try so hard, because it's a waste of their resources, a waste of their money. Ultimately, it's money that they're gonna not pay their workers, because they're gonna, to save money, they're gonna hire less workers to do less quality control of their authentic goods, because they're gonna be investing more money into lawyers and suing the counterfeiters. So technically, what is happening is, this is just my humble opinion, the counterfeiters are destroying the actual originals, and now we're seeing it. Companies struggling, authentic companies, luxury companies, struggling to keep up the quality, to struggling to actually decide whether or not they're going to pay people to do quality control. I was having a conversation just a couple of months ago with Foxy LV on my channel, and Foxy LV was telling me, like, yeah, allegedly Louis fired the entire quality control department in some sections or sectors, to save money. I'm like, why? Because you want to use that money to sue people in China for counterfeiting your products? Well, isn't that kind of killing your own brand? Because they are getting better and better at counterfeiting, and your product is getting cheaper and cheaper and worse, but you're charging more and more for it. Like, there's going to come a time where they're going to lose the battle. They're going to lose the battle. Bottom line. So it's like, sort your priorities. Like, figure the shit out. Like, say, like, okay, fine, yeah, well, we can't win this war against counterfeiters, right? So let's focus on ourselves. Let's focus to become better, to make a product that is so unique and special that it's going to be really hard for the counterfeiters to copy. Instead of using all your resources to battle them, to cut costs, and it makes no sense to me. We live in a cuckoo crazy world, you guys. Cuckoo crazy world. Silala says, and it makes you wonder, why can the super fakes be perfect at higher volume than the luxury houses are selling? It always makes me wonder. You know what, Silala? This makes me always wonder. It really does. Alex says, Luigi Vuitton. Winnie B. Winnie B says, hold on. Oh, it's going so fast. It's sad for authentic Chinese sellers because automatically people think their stuff is sus. Oh my God, that's such a good point, because it definitely puts that question, and we all start asking ourselves, oh, you're from China though. Mm-hmm. Oh, the shop is from China, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not. You know, and exactly, and that is really, really, really bad. It ruins everybody's reputation. Totally, totally. And Ingrid says, "Have you seen many bags are tag refurbished? Yeah, like it's the real thing, but they redo it. Oh, pardon me, Wendy Williams moment, burp moment. But they redo it since it was a bad stage, and people arguing if this is actually real. Yes, I see that happening a lot, and it's always sus. It really is sus. Tina says, I've noticed some of that on the help me section, on the fake query section, on that famous perfume forum. Many come from Instagram. These are people unregistered too. So I'm telling you guys, be very, very careful. And Vicent says, when the way go, tell if the bag is real, is by the bad stitches. The bad stitches, bag real. Good stitches, bag not real. I know, right? It's like, oh yeah, of course. But it's true in this case, at least for the heart bags, it is. Still loving them to bits. But the made in France, the wallet on chain heart bag, which is made in France, is very organic to say the least. The made in Italy little necklace, tiny one. Now that one is perfect. Made in Italy knows their leather. What can I say? Alex says, sent early in the stream, Dacob said that Chanel is like two missing stitches. Whatever. Who said that? Somebody said two missing stitches. Whatever. Did I say that as a joke? Who said that? I can't even remember. Fruit fly moment for me. The refurbished thing is like a ship of Theseus debate, right? Oh my, here we go. We'll go. Yes. I mean, kind of. But if we're really going to bring in, you guys, if we're really going to bring in mythology, Roman mythology, Greek mythology, philosophy into this, then I can tell you there's only one story or one myth that is really applicable to this situation, and that would be Sisyphus. The Sisyphus concept of, like Sisyphus rolling the rock up to the mountain, and you're never gonna win. You're not gonna win. And you're just not. And you're never gonna get that rock, that boulder, to the top of the mountain. It's gonna roll over you. So that's why at a certain point you gotta learn to let it go. And let me quote the woman herself, Coco Chanel. Well, I'm paraphrasing here, but it is said that allegedly, when she was in the 50s after her comeback, going through the markets of Paris, and she found little ladies in the marketplace like selling her bags, but the counterfeit version of her bags. Back then the counterfeits were still made in Europe. Well, I mean, there still are in some cases, but you know what I mean. There was a manufacturer of Chanel bags that were fake, and she allegedly ran to her, hugged her, and lifted the bag and said, "Oh, my little Chanels." And she was thrilled and so happy that finally her expensive products have made it into the mainstream, have made it into the DNA of society. She saw that as a win. Now, whether or not the story is true is debatable, But I love the idea of embracing it rather than fighting it. Whether or not the story is true is irrelevant, but embracing it, learning from it, and evolving from it, much better than listen. Another moment. Here I am quoting again, but I was reading on Twitter, as one does, all the shenanigans there. Jennifer Aniston allegedly said something in some interview. She said something like, she was grateful that she became famous or acting in a time before social media, so she got to feel the real Hollywood. And she's like, now everybody can be famous. YouTubers, TikTokers, everybody is famous. Like, you don't have to have talent, Now I was looking at her thinking, I mean, talent, girl, you look like Gargamel, and you behave like one. Even when you try to do really serious scenes, you're still a comedic persona. Like when she did the talk show thing, what's it called? Morning show, and tried to have really serious scenes, She was funny to me. To me, she's always going to be Rachel. I'm sorry, Jennifer Aniston. But anyway, lots of love to you and your family, okay? And And so she said, like, like, not everybody, and she's like, and now when everything blends, you don't really know what's good, what's bad. My response, and I did, yes, she did. Dunn had hers, responded to that. And I said, well, if you can't evolve, you're going to get run over by who can evolve. And just because, you come from, movies or television, you think, well, now social media is, so cheap. Oh, the quality is missing. Honey, stop by our channel sometimes and let's have a conversation. Don't throw us under the bus just like that. And I said, well, if you can't evolve, you're going to get run over by who can evolve. After all, it's Darwinism, baby. Darwinism. If you can evolve, you're going to survive. If not, not. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Subscribe.